giving you a slice of unapologetic conversation. Welcome to Straight to Tape. My name is C. Perry II, the Mr. Fantastic of Podcasting's Fantastic Four. First, the comedian, professional joke slinger Tico de Gallo. What's good, Tico?
What it be, people? You all talk it, and damn it, I live it all day, every day. Wherever you at, I'm doing exactly what you're doing, but probably 10 times better. If you're sitting on the toilet taking a shit, I'm probably taking the biggest shit you ever seen in your life. If you're just driving, I'm probably driving way faster than you right now. If you're in the Belize, I'm here in Raleigh right now. You just got me by that because I haven't taken my time out on my job yet. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. You like to have this ended
I don't
that like
even
that,
know where to
abruptly
go.
like that. I know,
Yeah,
right?
I don't even know where to go. I truly, I don't know where to go. But you know where I'm going to go? Okay, if you didn't notice, the quintessential hip hop mom, Keisha with a Y, is
I'm sorry.
what?
Ladies and gentlemen, the part of Keisha McDougal will tonight be played by Niasha Fray.
She's our light skin. She's our light skin Aunt Viv, y'all. She's a light skin Aunt Viv. So
You remember Family Matters? She went upstairs and she never. Nope, that's the wrong one. Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
wrong
Yeah,
one. Yes, wrong one. Yeah, wrong one.
but
Yo,
look,
it's
Niasha Fray, my
ladies.
bad.
I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen, sitting in for the quintessential mom, Keisha with a Y. This young lady is a member of our S2T family. She is a health equity expert, and she is the host. She is the host of the podcast Questions You Didn't
Tico.
Ask.
As you,
She
as
is
you,
the
as you can tell, she is up under the straight to tape umbrella. As you can tell, when it
Because
comes to no
she
sound
ain't got
effects
no
at all,
sound effects.
no
She had to
sound
make her
effects
own shit.
whatsoever,
But she
no
is definitely
whatsoever.
down.
yes,
She is
Let's get
definitely
it.
a straight to
Let's
tape
get
person,
it.
yo. She's
Exactly.
definitely under the S2T umbrella for real.
Yes,
ladies and
Mhm.
gentlemen, welcome Niasha Fray to Straight to
Niasha
Tape.
Fray.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for having me tonight. This is so exciting. I mean, you guys, I've been watching y'all for a long time, even way before Straight to Tape. I mean, it's all family, it's all good. I'm so happy to be here tonight and to be able to, sit in for my homegirl, Keisha Keish, hip hop mom. We go way back. So this is an
That's right.
honor. Thank you.
Now,
Glad to have you, sis. Glad to have you.
yeah.
thank
All
you for
family.
joining us,
Family affair.
and
Mhm.
um, and of course, our social media assassin for the Double Deuce, ladies and gentlemen, is Rob the Actual. What's good, Rob?
Man, it's your boy in the building. You know what I'm saying? Big Rob the actual. You already know, man. Ruggedly handsome, geekishly intelligent as well. Just a cauldron, if you will, of useless knowledge. Yes, that is me. That is me. Yes, a cauldron. A cauldron, if you will. But yeah, we in the building, man. We got you know what I'm saying? We got the homie sitting in, Niasha Fray. And check it out, man. We got Zoe and Tall Black Guy popping in a little bit later. So hang
Yes,
around.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Two incredibly dope musicians, you know what I'm saying, on their own, but they came together for this collab. We're gonna talk about it tonight, man.
Yes. And look, ladies and gentlemen, as always, you can catch Straight to Tape Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Now, the audio version of Straight to Tape, which is powered by Acast, you can catch that on all of your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts, and a couple other more. Also, uh, make sure you're following us on our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube. I'm sorry, Facebook, uh, uh,
Yeah,
Twitter,
YouTube.
and and yeah, YouTube too. Yeah, and IG straight to tape, and also make sure you are following our YouTube channel S2T Media. But yeah, yo, before we get started, okay, I know we don't have the quintessential hip hop mom in the house with us. Niasha, once again, thank you for thank you for coming through. But did you see her? Did you see her yesterday? Do any of y'all follow Pusha T? Okay, on IG.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Pusha T had a show last week at the Fillmore in Charlotte, and he put out a video regarding the show, and look how this video started.
We was the grinding remix drop. 20 years later, here we are at the show.
Yep.
Pure family affair.
Yeah, hip hop mom doing hip hop things for real.
Yeah. Yes. And we love. You know what? I love seeing that. Just because of the story. Okay, Grinding came out and she was pregnant. Grinding is 20 years. Over 20 years old, and she's there with her child.
That's probably
her
how
children.
she wound up pregnant.
Grinding.
Really, guys, we're gonna do that. And she not here.
State the obvious. Go ahead, state the obvious. It's okay.
You know.
Just walk in the door.
I see.
Right.
It all aligns.
Right. You couldn't let that pass.
She grinded having the baby during the time of the clips. Now, as she had the baby, she had to do what? Push a T. She had to push that baby out of her. Push a T.
Wow.
Push a baby. Push a T. Push a baby.
That nigga
now
Tico is mad deep, boy.
Now it goes to this point like this. At this particular time, she was not in North Carolina.
Break it down.
She was where? In Virginia. She was in VA. Where?
Wait a minute.
Where the clips are
Break it
from.
on down now. Break it on down.
Which breaks down to the point of her pushing the baby.
Okay.
Push a T baby coming back from grinding in Virginia.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Mind.
I'm enlightened.
Yeah. Mind. Whatever. Okay, look, ladies and gentlemen. Now,
but hold up. But you ain't gonna be able to tell Keisha nothing when she come back because she got that little vignette on Pusha T's Instagram page. She gonna come around, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
She's not gonna even walk no more. She's gonna float everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just
she should have that like playing on a t-shirt, and she just walk around.
Yeah, she gonna
that like playing on a t-shirt, like just projected on there
with her arms folded, like Big Trouble in Little China. You know what I'm saying? Just floating around everywhere. Yeah.
While you're BSing, we are talking about the hip hop mom, the queen of the merch. Trust me, that's
coming hot and fresh.
Hot and fresh. That will be happening. But look, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we like to start the show. We take a look at the news over the past week in a section of the show that we like to call the headline grab.
Be grabbing them headlines, bro.
So, shut up, Tico. So, I mean, look, there's only one thing that's been dominating the headline, of course. So Friday, in a 5-4 vote, the Supreme Court made a decision that in effect overturned Roe v. Wade. Now, a couple of months ago, the decision was already leaked. So we already had an idea how not only how it was going down, but how the vote was going down as well. But still, there's a difference in the leak and it not being official versus it finally being
Mhm.
official.
Right.
Now, Niasha, one of the reasons why I wanted to have you here was because one, you are a health equity expert, okay, and this was in reproductive, reproductive,
Justice. Mhm.
justice and advocacy was a topic of conversation
Mhm.
on the last series of Questions You Didn't Ask. If you haven't checked it out, go to your favorite podcasting platform and check out Niasha's conversation with Dr. Willie Parker. But
Yeah.
Niasha, your initial thoughts, as the expert on the panel when this went down.
Whew. So many thoughts, so many different emotions. One of the things that I say about myself as a health equity expert is that I am what I do, right? So a lot of what I do is a reflection of my community, of me personally. And so I really feel affected by things, but I also think about things in systems from a psychological perspective, from a public health perspective, population health perspective. But first, starting with myself, I had to make a decision at a time in my life about whether or not I wanted to be a mother, right? There was another time in my life where I wanted to be a mother and the child was not viable. And the only thing that the doctors could do was to give me medication so that my body could release that fetus that did not make it. So this is very personal because I had the privilege of living in a time that I never could take for granted because my mother made sure to teach me about the history that she and her peers and my grandmother's peers lived through of not having access to safe, and medically appropriate abortions and comprehensive reproductive health. Let's just call it what it is. People want to pick and choose which part of your health that they want to fund or that they want to heal or that they want to address. But I am a whole person, and a part of me being alive and me being a person is that I can reproduce. And my body, and we have enough science in this world that teaches us how to control that for a lot of different reasons. And I know a lot of people think about, the reasons why, women get abortions or why women have to, abort their child. The point is that we both have the bodily function and the science that meet together that make those things possible and to be done in a way that's safe and preserves life, you know? And the fact that you're going to deny our community from that science, from that practice, and submit them on purpose to negative health outcomes, death and dying, disease, trauma, dysfunction, broken communities, and not to mention all of the motivations around white supremacy, white replacement theory, capitalism, just being America, and that's with the 3 Ks, yes. And how they insidiously know that a part of the way that they control African people who were brought here in bondage is to control their ability to reproduce. When they reproduced, who they reproduced with, how often they reproduced, and then what the system, aka the master,
Yes.
wanted to do with those children. You might be able to keep your child, but more than likely you won't. And
Yo,
so, yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry to cut you off, yo, but you are absolutely right. I feel that in a sense that this right here is like weed. You know what I mean? it's like a gateway. This is a gateway law. This is a gateway joint that just passed because a whole bunch of other shit's about to damn fall up under this
Mm-hmm.
thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be real about this whole situation. If they can run this so easily, so
Mm-hmm.
smoothly, why can't they, you know what I'm saying, reverse everything else? Which is weird to me because especially since Clarence Thomas, that whole thing is just bugged out to me for the simple fact that if it wasn't for the rights that was made, like what was the
Mm-hmm.
14th, was it 14th Amendment, right? 14th Amendment
Mm-hmm.
that allowed blacks and whites to get married, right? So what if
Mm-hmm.
they go back further than that? So what does that mean? You know, he's got the benefit, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's enjoying the, you know what I'm saying, the joints of it. But I mean, that's apples and oranges. But I'm just saying, as far as rights, human rights are concerned,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It's basically the same.
Mhm.
I just wish that it's crazy because so it's to the point where so now what? Do I just get a club and just start banging bitches on the side in the head and just taking them home? You know what I'm saying? What I mean, what is it? What is this really about? And I'm totally with you about the whole, you know what I'm saying, of black race and this, that, and the other. But I think there's another underlying thing that's going up under here, and that's
Yeah, there
pedophile.
is.
And I think it's
Well,
pedophile and shit like that. There's some crazy shit popping off, man. Some
Um,
shit
Oh
popping off,
wow.
man. Crazy shit popping off. If you
l-
look, if you can, if a woman, if a state can demand or force a woman to have a child, even though she's been raped or have incest, come on, dude. That lead that leaves the rapist and I don't know, man. All right, go ahead, Prince.
look.
Mm.
Let's go.
This is that proverbial slippery slope
yeah,
that
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
folks like to talk about. Okay,
Right.
the slippery slope where advancement is scaled back. Okay, I mean, you heard where
Mm-hmm.
Clarence, in Clarence Thomas's opinion, you heard you heard his dog whistle. You know, his dog whistle of putting contraceptive rights on, on blast. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
put in same sex marriage, put in same sex marriage, on blast. Decisions that were already made and upheld. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
in the same way that Roe v. Wade was upheld until there was a case that was able to bubble up to the Supreme Court that the majority of those on the court can put in their hands to overturn.
Same as interracial relationships.
Well, I mean,
But
I
no,
think what you're talking about too is that this is a political strategy. That's
Right.
what you're talking about.
exactly,
Right.
exactly.
So the fact that you're saying that this particular case, not necessarily that there's something necessarily so great about this case, but that you have the circumstances politically through the courts because of appointments that allow you
Right.
to elevate that case to where
Exactly.
then through appointments,
You take it,
Supreme
yeah,
Court
right.
justices can then say what they want to say politically
Mhm.
and use
They-
whatever, you
Means they need,
know,
right?
yeah, exactly, to get
Because
it
Roe and
through.
Wade, because Roe and Wade is like one of those staple laws. It's like, yeah, we finally did something. This is our shit. This is this, you know what I'm saying? This is
And
like
it's
the
like, what did
standard.
you do?
And
You
then they
passed
didn't
a
they didn't do anything because basically because it's just opinion. It has they didn't add anything to it. They didn't take anything. The only thing they took is everything away from it, but they didn't add anything to it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't like, you know, you could have built on this. You could have built on this, but you just took
well,
it
they're
away.
gonna be
You
building
know what I'm
on this,
saying?
all right, if
With
you're not
with
careful.
Yeah, right.
which
Because
There's a plan. Trust
I was
Yeah.
gonna say
me. This is
which if you look at the decision that which you look at the opinion of Supreme Court Justice Roberts, okay, his opinion was soft shoe. Okay, his
Mhm.
opinion was to scale back. Okay, you was to scale back. He was still in agreement with the majority, but the way he wanted to do it was a little bit more scale back. The other four, their decision was to throw it back in the hands of
the states.
the
The
states.
states,
Okay,
Mhm.
right?
where we've already had states that already had laws in place
Mhm.
to ban and stop
Mhm.
the minute that this decision
Mhm.
went through.
They were
Mhm.
trigger laws, right? That's a new word.
Yep.
I just learned.
Trigger
I just
laws.
learned that word. I learned that word today. Trigger laws. That joint is bugged out, yo. Like they already
Mhm.
have these joints already sit. So when they sitting there and
Mhm.
waiting,
Already
when the
waiting.
big joint popped off, you already, man, there's already like 13 states already sit and waiting for this shit to pop off, right? So let me
Yep.
tell you something. I I I, I called Keisha up. I had to call Keisha up, and I'll say this on this show because I said, yo, because when I heard the verdict and stuff, it really fucked with me. And I was just like, you know what? We going back to basics. I
Mm.
said, so you know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to put stock in fucking condoms, plan B, you know what I'm saying? And fucking damn, you know what I'm saying, coat hangers. You know what I'm saying? And I told Key, I said, should I post that? She was like, nah, you shouldn't post that. That's way, that coat hanger shit is fucking way too crazy. But I
Yeah.
say that to say this. If you take away these rights, these are the things that's gonna happen. If you go back and look at in history, these are the ways that women had to take care of themselves through shady means, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So when I the coat hanger thing was a little bit too much, yeah. But let's be real. Back in the days, if
Mhm.
you couldn't get it done, that's what you would do. So you're gonna have a lot more of these shady individuals popping out. And I say that because as bugged out as I said that, today Plan B is trending in Amazon Prime. So
Mhm.
motherfuckers is buying Plan B
Mhm.
plans. You
Because they're
feel
going
me?
after contraception next. And
Exactly.
so what you're going to do, and this is what happens when you make things illegal. You create a black market.
Right.
It doesn't go away. The need for the people don't go away. These people that you're talking about, these shady characters, they're already out there doing fake BBLs.
Right.
Right.
All they gonna do is just switch it
Mhm.
up and be like, yeah, I can get you an abortion, yeah, real quick. Don't even worry about it.
But
So these things are
yep.
already in place, and what they're gonna try to do is you're right. They're gonna take something that's needed and make it a scarce commodity,
Right.
right?
Yep.
And then
Mhm.
you have the opportunity to basically have a really free market called illegal shit.
Right.
Mhm.
But that's
So who
dangerous though.
It is
Oh,
It's
dangerous, and that's the
incredibly
reason
dangerous.
why
Super dangerous.
we need to have universal comprehensive health care
Yeah,
and
man.
reproductive justice and accurate sexual um, health education. So this is the reason why people are pushing for this, and politically, I've been listening to a lot of stuff, especially to prepare for this spot, right?
Mhm.
And it's frustrating how quickly Democrats and so on was like, we need you to sign a petition. We need you to send in $5. I'm like, nah, y'all know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows what this is. This isn't even popular. Like all the polls show that when it comes to abortion and access to free and medically appropriate abortion, the majority of people overwhelmingly say that they support that.
Yeah.
Right.
So then you sitting up here and you're acting like now we have to do something different. Now we have to do, no, you need to do what you said you was going to do, what we told you to do, which is to codify this mess into law. And that's
Exactly.
only one of the things that we told you to do. Initially, especially when Barack was in office, give us universal comprehensive health care, but they had to play footsies with that. It's a complicated mess, right? I
Mhm.
get it. But it's also really simple.
True that.
Yeah.
True that. True that.
Yeah.
So, all right.
This is wild.
But on the flip side, we have a lot of companies come to the forefront
Mhm.
saying that they will give women money to go to these states that do abortions and travel and their lodging and all that other stuff, right? Such as like Wells Fargo.
Mhm.
What was it? So another one. There's a couple of them. There's one major one. I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, there's a lot of companies that's come to the forefront of that, right?
Dick's Sporting Goods is
Yeah,
one of
Dick's
them.
Mhm.
Dick's Sporting Goods. That's the one I wanted to talk about. All right, so Dick's Sporting Goods they're down to pay for that. But if you look into their laws of them of women having children, like
Mm-hmm.
like what is it, paternity or maternity? What is it, maternity or paternity? Which one it is it? I don't know.
Maternity leave. It's the
Maternity.
one mom.
Okay, maternity leave. So you get maternity leave, right? So you look at the laws of the companies that's saying, yeah, we'll back you to go do this, because then they'll take those days. You won't have, you have to use your own personal days. It's a real complicated type of situation. They're going to pay you, but you're not going to get paid when you. It's really tricky. So just be mindful of the, you know what I'm saying, of the double-edged sword here.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So also, I think that is a way to keep, you know what I'm saying, more people into work. You know what I'm saying? People that really don't want to lose work, they don't want to lose no hours,
Mm-hmm.
that whole
Mm-hmm.
situation, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a bug out situation, man.
Look, I just want to I want to touch on something that a good friend of the show, DJ Scotty Rock, put in the comments. Okay, they made a run on federal appellate courts since the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Look. And we're good for saying this. I know I say it all the time. Elections have consequences. And I'm not just talking about 2016. Okay.
No.
It
Mm-hmm.
goes back further than that.
Mhm.
This battle to overturn Roe v. Wade has been 50 years in the making. Okay.
Mhm.
From the time it it got passed to the time Southern Baptists were aligning with the Republican Party. Okay. It all of that, they've this has been a plan from day one to prepare to get to this moment. It's the long game.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Sure
the
is.
long game. With this long game, okay, they got it. They won. But at the same time, elections still have consequences. Okay. If you are against this, what are you going to do about it? You can't sit
Amen.
up here. You,
Yes.
you,
I
you
seen,
can't
I
sit
seen,
up
I
here
seen
and
this
cry
movie,
about
man.
it.
I seen this
Yeah.
movie. I seen this TV show, The Hands Tell Me. I seen this joint. This shit's bugged out, yo.
Yeah.
This shit is becoming real. And y'all sitting here and keep looking at HBO and all that shit, and I'm telling you, this shit's coming to fruition. Y'all motherfuckers come around, man. 'Cause y'all chicks gonna be walking around in red fucking looking like Gidget and fucking red patches and hats and shit. Got this motherfucking flying nuns and shit. This is gonna be crazy, yo. This is
Lord.
gonna be
Here we
crazy,
go.
man.
No,
Here we
no,
go.
but
Rob.
I mean, I think your point is good, is well taken. The point is that we have to get out here and we have to
Exactly.
get involved. We have to get
Yeah.
engaged. We got to stop looking for the other person to do it. Some of us got to be the one to do it, because it's about the candidates and it's about the voters. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But you really got to be on it though. There's a lot of soft
Right.
motherfuckers up out here. A lot of soft motherfuckers talk the talk, but you really got to be wanting to do. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? A lot of folks that say, "Well, it ain't bother it until it affects them." That's when they really jump into the situation. But nah, you got to
Mm-hmm.
think ahead of the game. It could affect you, and it
mm.
does affect you. It affects a friend
Right.
of yours, affects a family member of yours, affects, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You don't know.
Right.
So
Mm.
hey, yo, this shit is
Yeah.
bugged out, man.
Rob.
Yeah, so I mean, it just some stuff Niasha said. It just brought to mind the fact that I saw on Instagram and Facebook a couple of clips where some people were just really just out there and bold about uh, white supremacy and the fact that they
Mm-hmm.
feel like this is going to, help continue white supremacy. You know what I mean? So it's just a bugged out situation, and then all of the things that this government has sanctified, sanctioned rather, justified, and all of that type of stuff. And this is the thing that really, you know what I mean, they want to put a stop to. And it goes into people in political positions playing God. You
Mm.
feel me?
Right.
Whereas, I might have my issues. I feel like I'm pretty much pro-choice. You feel me? But you have people playing God, and God gave us free will, right? You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Right.
It's up to
Exactly.
people, and it's up to people, and how they're going to work it out with their God. You feel me?
Mhm.
That's just the bottom line. And then you have people. I'm on Facebook. I'm seeing people uh jumping out, being super spooky and religious and stuff, talking about, well, your stance on Roe versus Wade is going to reveal how where you are spiritually.
Mm.
Not
Really?
necessarily. Not necessarily. It is
Because
if
it,
you're
it,
one of those people that want to play God, yeah, sure, but
exactly, Rob.
it's not gonna
Exactly.
it's not gonna
Exactly.
it's not gonna necessarily, even if, because I say I'm pro-choice, or even if somebody is like strictly for abortion, right? You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Cook.
That doesn't mean they're not going to be justified or in the eyes of God. That doesn't mean that. Stop playing God. Stop
Cook.
playing God.
Yes.
Mm.
Cook, Rob. Cook.
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Stop
True.
playing God. It's not up to
Exactly.
True.
you.
It's
I'm
True.
not
glad
up to
that
True.
you.
my salvation doesn't rest in the hand of you motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yes.
Say
Exactly.
that.
Yes.
And that's and
Yes.
that's realness right there.
That's
And
the
that's realness right
real.
now. And once we start respecting other people just being who they
Yes.
are, yo, it'll be such a lovely place, yo.
And
It'll
the
be
thing
such a
is,
Exactly.
lovely
for
place.
all these people that I'm Christian, I
Right.
know what the Bible says.
Right.
And the
Right.
Bible says, do not judge. That is my job.
Mhm.
Right.
That's why I died on the cross, was to save your raggedy tail. Because I knew if you got up there looking the way you look, all y'all would go to hell. We wouldn't have nobody in damn heaven. Excuse me for
See?
being
That's right.
blasphemous for some of y'all.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just got to get it straight like that.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
right.
So stop with all that. Oh, we're so Christian and this, that.
Right.
No, Jesus said it
And let me
plain.
and people, by all means, man, like terminology, learning
Mhm.
to comprehend is the fucking key. I
Mhm.
think
Mm-hmm.
that we're the last generation of writing and reading, like, you know what I'm saying, text in our hands, and you know what I'm saying, um, comprehension. Peep the words that these people are saying to you.
Mhm.
Like I said, that whole trigger law. I just learned that.
Mhm.
Learn something new every day. Like
Mm.
I went back, like doing this whole thing, like I started like going through things, and I ran across this word called quickening, and I was like, what the hell is a quickening? You know what I'm saying? And they had said it, quickening. So what the fuck is quickening? So I looked it up. What it is it's 15 to 20 weeks that a woman feels a baby inside her womb. I didn't know that. You
Mm.
see what I'm saying?
I had a baby. I didn't know that.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like when I'm thinking quickening, I'm trying to figure out like when
Mhm.
is this when is the process of this law? When does it take effect? It takes effect immediately when the egg, I mean when the sperm fertilizes the egg. But how do we know? You know what I'm saying? You don't it's bugged out, man. Learn the terminology, learn what's going on, because this whole trickery thing will get you, man. For real, for
Mhm.
real.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's bugged out, man.
And look to just to go ahead and put a bow on this. All right. It ain't over. That's
Mm-mm.
all I gotta say. It's
Mhm.
not over. It's not over. Pay attention to what's coming ahead. Pay attention to the midterms. Pay attention to who you vote for, because who you vote for could actually, play a part. It is going to play a part
Yeah.
Mhm.
in what happens next. Look,
Funny that
ladies and
funny that you
gentlemen.
said funny that you said the head, because gonna be a lot of chicks and we hey, yo, what's up with that vasectomy? Anyway, let's go to the next joint.
This dude right
Lord,
here.
Lord, Lord. Yeah, I know. But look, ladies and gentlemen, that was the headline grab. Naisha, look, I just realized something.
What's
You
that?
actually you fit in perfectly. Would you like to stick
Aw.
around? Would you like to stick around for a little while? You have some time to stick around with us?
I got a little bit of time. Sure, that's what's up.
That's
I
what's up.
appreciate
Perfect,
it.
perfect, perfect. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's special guests are two uber talented producers and songwriters, whose whose album Abstractions, and their album, there we go,
There it is.
Abstractions, is available on all of your favorite streaming platforms. Look, ladies and gentlemen, joining us in the S2T virtual studios, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Zoe and Tall Black Guy. Gentlemen, welcome to Straight to
Yo,
Tape.
Yo,
What up, though?
what's going on? What's
what
going
it
on?
do? What it
How
do,
y'all?
fellas? What's going on?
Everything good, man. How are y'all?
Yeah.
Maintaining low tones, brother. How you living?
Who in the Matrix? Which one
Well,
got-
I mean, who was that? Me?
Say
or-
something, P. This is probably P.
Is it me? It's
I
not
don't
me
know.
because I
We
can
get-
hear it.
Is it me?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Sound check on the air.
Nah, it's not Niasha.
Yo,
That's
yo.
tall guy. That's tall guy trying to make
Yo.
a beat and shit with that motherfucking damn
Hell
metro
yeah.
train. That's what that shit was. That's all that was. They got here
That's
trying to
Turn
what
your
make
that
beats.
is.
metronome off, bro.
They can turn that metronome off, man. Out here making beats.
It ain't no metronome on right now. Bro.
Nah,
metronome
Yo.
it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good to have you guys on, man. Thanks for joining Straight to Tape, man. We really appreciate it, no doubt.
Yes,
Got
sir.
the homie Suleiman. What's up, man? Detroit in the building. That's your
Salute.
homeboy right there.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
What up, though?
What's good with
All
it?
right.
All right, so and I'm glad and look, and I'm glad we brought up Detroit. Okay, now the two of you guys are Detroit natives. All right, so just a quick question for you: how does being a Detroit native, how did that influence your musical taste?
You want to take that one, brother?
I can take it. It's we can go with it.
Yeah.
It's you know what? It's I think more, even being more from Detroit, but like just my family was the influence.
Mhm.
My mother loved Motown, so like from an early age, like that's what I was being fed. Motown, Isleys, Earth, Wind and Fire. My father was, listening to jazz records, funk records, and it was just a big hodgepodge of music, man. And then you turn on MTV and you hear a whole another group of music. Um, but I think the city itself, it brings the grit along with the pretty. You can have the rough drums with some pretty chords over top of it. I think that's kind of how it really influenced everything. I mean, all the way back to Motown and going up to right now with our producers now. I think that's kind of the influence, particularly on my style.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Definitely, Detroit is it's a blue collar city, so you got to go out here and get it. And so with that being said, it's a lot of different influences that you can kind of gather from that too, though, just from the environment itself, so yeah, I would definitely have to agree with Zoe on that one. It's just, you have Motown, but then obviously you got your parents and your cousins and all these different things, and you just kind of just have this melting pot of things, and as you get older, you kind of veer out and start listening to other stuff.
Yes.
You
You search
Bro.
for other stuff. Absolutely.
Yo, let me
Yeah,
ask you,
so-
man. Like, I'm sorry, Rob, to cut you off. During the pandemic, the whole pandemic joint. I go back and I'm gonna check you out, Zoe. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know Fonte and all, so that's how I know you, know what I'm saying? So I've been following you. So during the pandemic, you and Tog, y'all been, you know what I'm saying, collaborating and doing your thing. I know that technology brings everybody together, right? I mean, you can send a track off to somebody else and they feel the track and they do it like that. But when I'm watching you all, it seems like y'all doing this in live time, right? So
Yeah.
So the vibe, is the vibe different because y'all in two different spots? Is it more if y'all were together? You know what I'm saying? When you're together, is that vibe more? Do you feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Nah, it's definitely different. I know Tall Black would agree. We try to connect in person as much as we can, just because we know that the vibe is different. For example, a song like Talking to Myself, which leads off Abstractions, like that wouldn't have been made if we were, in separate cities like we are now. I'm in Silver Spring, Maryland, and he's back at home in Detroit. That's something where we had to be in the same room, because the way that we, built and layered that song, everything was just, done where we were bouncing off of each other, basically bouncing ideas off each other. As I was playing the chords, Tall Black is over on the side and he's building the drums. And as he's building the drums, I'm hearing something else. I'm like, oh shoot, well, let me add, this note, and he's, adding, little accents over here. So it was definitely a kind of a ping pong effect, creatively, when we do get together in person. And I think that we kind of thrive off of that. So we try, even now, when I go back home, I make sure I pull up to his crib, and we get creative, and when he's out here, we make sure that we take that time to do the same, because we know that that's kind of our wheelhouse right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a different thing being in the same room as opposed to trading files. It can be done, but
It can be done.
The energy is different for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
So being that you guys are both from Detroit, so other than the obvious that you're both from Detroit, how did you come about to bring about this collaboration, this album Abstractions? How did that come about?
It was a long journey to even get
long journey.
I kind of speak on this one. So I had a friend of mine that kind of put me on Zoe probably around like 2004. I always forget the name of this project, bro. Every time
you talking about Passion and Definition?
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
And then I
the blue album.
The blue album. Yeah, it's the blue one.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, no, he put me on. He was like, man, you should check this cat out. This cat named Zoe, man. He was real dope. I actually got the friend of mine. We have a mutual friend, me and Zoe as well. Dwayne Powell from Chicago.
Yeah.
He was the one that put my man on it, and then he gave it to me, and I was like, man, this cat's dope. You know what I mean? Didn't think anything of it. I was like, man, he's dope. Let's keep it going. You know what I mean? So then we fast forward to, I think, around like 2012, 13 or something around there. He had reached out to get a remix from me. It was This Could Be the Night. It was a record off of his Sunstorm album. You know, now mind you, that's 6 years of time passed.
Right.
Right. So that's that. You have that. I'm in a whole completely different country. All those different things. So then
I think at that point we were kind of like messaging.
Yeah.
Facebook. Like we were in communication at this point.
Yes,
but it wasn't
absolutely.
anything.
It wasn't unofficial.
Yeah,
that's back in the day when you say that's back in the day when you say we were just communicating through Facebook. That's like
you still do that though.
We had numbers and that like that.
That's gonna be old. That's gonna be old. That's gonna be old.
Hey, y'all.
But then
Hey.
shit. Hey,
What's up, kid?
about mom? Hey. Yeah,
Crazy.
that's what's up.
Crazy, right? So you go from there. So that was 2012, around that area. And so I ended up relocating back to United States and end up coming to stay roughly in the same area where Zoe was at. And this is around 2017. And we still we kind of got up, had a drink, broke bread, blah, blah, blah. But we actually didn't really get up into actually be in the same room until 2019, May of 2019. And when that happened, it was like, okay, we was tripping and we should have did this a long time.
Because that first joint was crazy. Like the first joint happened and we was looking at each other like, why we didn't do this shit before, man? Like it was like the skies opened up. Like it was really crazy because I at a time like at that point in time I was at a kind of rough point in my life, and I was kind of plateauing creatively, and I hit up Tall Black just to see about coming through and collaborating, and he was like, bet. Like 2 days later he was over here, and we broke bread, had some breakfast, and listened to some music, and he played me some joints, and was like, yo. So I started messing around, and he started building some drums, and 45 minutes later, we had a joint, and
yeah.
it got real crazy after that. It got stupid crazy after that.
Let me ask you, man. Is it hard? Like, you know how people get like the how Hollywood old shit. Your people call my people. Let me get with your people, and you like people that you want to collab with. Is it hard to really collab with those people because of the whole industry? Like, I can't fuck with you because this label got you on this shit. You know what I'm saying? More so like it was back in the days when everybody just pretty much, bounced on everybody else's shit because everybody could eat off of it and everybody was just vibing.
Right.
So is the business making it more hard that you to make you like work with cats that you want to work with?
I mean, I think coming into this, I'm independent. I'm not under anybody, and
I do what I want.
Right.
I'm
Yes.
and
Yep.
and the thing about it is like, I respect this brother's music, and as I got to know him, like, he's just a good guy,
Right,
he's a family dude, so that just made it just made it a lot easier when we actually got into the studio and started creating, though, you know what I mean? But it was like, why not? You know what I'm saying? I didn't really, it's kind of the same thing. Like, I'm just coming out of a rough patch, trying to figure things out,
Right.
and then we got together, and it was just like, okay, the universe is saying something right now. Probably you don't need to make music by yourself anymore.
Uh-huh.
You probably need to start trusting folks,
Right. The
and-
process
and-
of other people. Right.
Yeah.
and that
Can't do
that's
it with
kinda how
everybody.
was. No, you
Let me-
can't. You can't. No.
Let me
It's
tell
true.
you.
Can't do it with
Let me
everybody.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. It's weird to call you tall black guy because that's a fucking
Terrell,
sentence.
man. Terrell, bro.
Yeah, all right, thank you. 'Cause
Terrell.
That's a
Terrell.
that's a long ass sentence. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm
All
saying?
good. All
So
good.
Terrell, let me tell you, man. I've been peeping you for a minute. Like, I love,
Right.
I've been like on Spotify, not Spotify. I'm sorry, SoundCloud, and like
Yeah.
I like to listen to like producers and music, right? So when I clean up, I like to listen to cats do their thing. So I've been checking you for a minute. Let me tell you, man, that fucking Sade shit you did. Because I was listening to it at the beginning, I was like, well, he ain't really do nothing to it. I was like, at the beginning, I was like, he ain't really do shit to it. I was like, then that shit said pang, pang. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Just
Homie is nice with
I
he nice
was
with the
like,
remixes, bro.
Yes. I was like,
nice
oh,
with the
there,
remix.
okay, there it goes. Yo, I'm telling you, man. I've been on you for a minute, man. I love your shit, yo. That you
Thank you,
versus
man.
Michael Jackson joint. That's all. That's a constant in my fucking damn playlist in my car.
My
You know what I
brother.
mean? So,
Man.
I big up.
So
He,
big up,
yeah.
you know
he
what I'm
recorded on an audio tape though.
saying? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got a whole box. Yeah, I
Speaking
put
of that,
shit in
speaking of
loops and shit.
like what Tico was saying, like you saying you clean up the certain song.
Yeah,
Like, so
right.
earlier I was in the kitchen cooking and was listening to the remix of "This Could Be the Night," and then so it is fire. So Terrell, one of my all-time favorite road trip songs. Like, I play this song every time I go on a road trip, and I play it probably 650 times. Is "Love to the World" is my shit. That's
man.
my jam.
Man.
And then
LTD John.
and then
Yeah.
and then and Zoe, I think, man, it's so many joints, man. But Sunstorm,
Yes.
this could I'm sorry, Greater Than the Sun, man, that's my
Oh,
shit
word.
too. That's
Thank
my
you,
shit
man.
with
Thank
Fonte. That's my
Thank
jam. That is my jam. So yeah, appreciate you guys' work, man.
Most
thank
definitely,
you,
man.
No,
Most
no
definitely.
problem. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
This ain't
Wow,
no
that was
runky dunk
early.
shit, nigga. We
Bam.
love music down here, boy. This ain't no rinky
love
dink
it.
shit right here, boy. We love music, bro. For real.
But
yo.
you know these guys pick on me because they call
Yeah.
me the R&B head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Hey
but
man,
it's
Yeah.
it's 9 times
We
out
got
of
some
10
shit.
it's like it's one of y'all shit that I'm pulling up
Yeah.
to, like bumping, like Perry. I picked you up last summer that one time you came out to London Bridge with us. You know what I'm saying? And he was like,
But
"What
you
you? What's that? What's that you playing?" And it was "Love to the World." I was bumping Tall Black Guy pulling
Yeah,
up.
most
Word up.
definitely. Most definitely, man.
Yep.
Telling you.
That's dope, man.
Rob tells that story with no context, but we don't have time for that right
Yeah,
now.
we don't have
But
time.
Whatever.
um
Whatever.
so How's it feel being on tour post panny or lower pandemic or whatever we're calling it now?
She was
And then
excited, fine,
what
she
can
was
we
excited.
because I'm huge on live shows. What can we expect from your live show?
You know what? It's interesting being on tour with an airborne ass pandemic virus. Because you're very careful and skeptical, and you got to approach everybody like they got it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
When we first went back on tour at the top of this year, when the numbers were kind of going through the roof, like for the first time ever, we didn't do any meet and greets. Like that's part of our show. So like, if you come to the show, we're gonna give you crazy energy. We love what we do, and we want to make sure that we convey that to y'all. So
Mm.
whatever we're doing, whatever we're playing, we're gonna have fun doing it. Whether y'all are rocking with us or whether y'all sitting there like this, we're gonna be
Mhm.
up there. Like it's funny because I went on Facebook and I posted my Fitbit reading one time from a show, and I
Oh
burned like
wow.
four digit four digit amounts of calories, and I was sitting down at the piano, so I'm like, yo man, look, you come to the show, you can sit, you can have a seat and you can have your dinner and all that, but we gonna be
Mhm.
wilding. So,
Yeah.
we like I
Those
said,
the
we
show.
we
Those the shows we like, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we
Tico
we
almost turned out the damn Glasper show.
Yeah, he
yeah,
did.
nah, you
Yeah, he
got to.
did. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
good music creates endorphins. I don't care if it's
Mhm.
Hmm.
up
Yeah.
Absolutely.
tempo 160
Absolutely.
or if it's a slow joint. Like both
Yeah.
both both spectrums create endorphins, and they
Mhm.
make you feel good. And the
Mhm.
one thing that you always associate things with is scent and music. So like,
Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely.
if you coming through with some
Food.
good music, folks they're gonna really connect to you, and that's what we try
You
to do
forgot
live.
food.
Yeah,
You
for
forgot
sure.
Smell
food.
smelling that good
That
food,
smells
girl.
like good food.
Smelling that good
When you be in
food.
there,
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
how is
Yep.
it now having like a partner on stage besides being up
Mhm.
there by yourself in the band?
It's
Woo.
dope because I mean
Yeah.
when I toured before Tall Black, I had Carmen Rogers, so I'm used to
Mm.
being
Mm.
up there, and
Right.
now the two of us have Deborah Bond, who is a
Yeah.
firecracker. You know what I mean? So
Right.
We just
it's
nerd out. I think the thing with us because
yeah.
we produce. We think in the grander scheme of how the
Mhm.
whole show is going to kind of where we're going to start and where we're going to get to because we produce and we kind of play live. You know what I mean? And the great and think for me before Zoe, like I kind of did like little live performance with controllers and DJ stuff, but like now having to actually structure sets, parts, and things
Mhm.
like that, it just adds that much more value
mm.
to it though, you know what I mean? But we just earlier today we was putting some stuff together and, and we
Oh
were
boy.
sending oh boy.
Oh shit.
Oh
Here we
boy.
go.
I was
Here we
I
go.
was on my walk this afternoon, and I had a podcast running. I missed half the podcast because I was still thinking about joints. I'm like, yo, man, I'm
You would
still
never
structuring
do
part
that
of the
if you were
show.
listening straight to tape while you're walking.
Or
Yeah.
You
questions
are
you didn't
too
ask. I mean,
exactly.
no.
You're just too interesting.
Too interesting. Too interesting.
Love the
Too interesting.
plugs, guys. Love the plugs. Thank
Most
you.
But yeah,
definitely.
you guys have worked with some definitely some interesting people. You Be My Fiasco. She's a friend of the show. We're gonna try to have her pop in, but she's
Yeah,
busy this evening.
she was
Um,
busy, but she's
Right.
she definitely sends her best. So
Yep.
For sure. No,
Also, no, go ahead. I'm
she's like
sorry.
his family. She's family, man. She's family.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You work with the homie D Brock, Darian Brockington.
Mhm.
Of course, Fonte and Eric Roberson. So I want you to recall, because we're local here. I want you to recall the shooting of the video "We Are on the Move" with Fonte and Eric
oh god.
Roberson, and y'all had shut down the streets of downtown Raleigh, and y'all were dancing up and down the street and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Now we necessarily shut them down. We just shot at a very strategic time,
Right,
like
right, right.
7 o'clock in the morning on a
I was just about
Saturday.
to say,
Yeah.
you
Nah,
you
that
hit
shit.
some early military time right there, bro.
Yeah, man. And it
I
was
dig it.
about 30, 35 degrees. It
Mhm.
was
Wow.
it was a cold day in December. And I remember the night before, me and Arrow was sitting in the car, and we just listening to music. I think it was probably this like Thundercat or something. And he was like, "Yo,
Dope.
man, He was like, we still shooting outside tomorrow because it was cold as shit. Like we had leathers on, like leathers on, you know, sweaters. He was like, we still shooting outside tomorrow. I was like, yeah, I think so. So, you know, we out there.
And that's a
we was
lot
doing,
coming from Detroit because you know people want
man,
to say
look,
North Carolina, y'all don't get no
I
real
hate the
winter.
cold.
Exactly.
I hate cold weather. Hate it.
Mhm.
But no, we shot that mug, man, and it was just maybe about 7 to about 11, and you know, we did all that dancing because shit, we was fucking cold.
I was
Like,
about to say, I was about to say,
even when the camera was on, we still, you know what I'm saying?
Moving.
And then right after that, we changed and shot the video for Better for Foreign Exchange. So we shot 2 videos
wow.
one day.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
That was indoor though. So
yeah.
With Shannon Tucker. That's what's up. And
Yeah,
Eric Roberson. Yep. No doubt. Okay.
and Shayna was in We On the Move also. She was the legs that walked by at the beginning of the video.
Oh, okay. That was her. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Shayna Tucker.
I'm doing that now. You got me looking at it in a whole nother light. Stop
Yeah,
it.
I'm getting ready to pull up this video again.
Yeah, because she had just pulled up. We was like, yo, we need you real quick.
Well, look, yeah. So of course, with the Detroit connection and the Detroit upbringing, I have to bring this up. Okay, what does the name Jay Dilla mean to you?
For me, he was a master, man. I mean, he studied. He was a studier, and then he took that studying to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? Really dope. He was the guy for sure. You know, he was definitely the guy. So for me, I would say he was a master for me. Yeah.
Yeah, he's as far as hip hop goes, and I'm kind of dumbing it down just because it's not just hip hop because he did pretty much everything.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's probably the GOAT to me. It's on hip hop side, it's Jay, it's Premier, and it's Pete Rock for me.
Yeah.
Top 3.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. Let me ask you, since y'all like, you know what I'm saying, dabble with the keys and all that stuff. So do you okay, when you get a new keyboard, right? If you get a new keyboard or a beat machine or whatever you got, I know you know the basics, you do your thing. Do you learn that thing, you know what I'm saying, to the point like you master? Because when I hear Jay, it's like he took that fucking machine and he took it and pushed it as far as, you know what I'm saying, the machine could be pushed. You know what I'm saying? But because I know how technology is, when like they, you know, I don't know the whole timeline of this. Let's just say the fucking ASR 10 came out and then the fucking ASRP pops out. You're like, then you fucking forget about the ASR 10. You know what I'm saying? Do you master do you master your keys and master your machines? Or do you go to the next joint, you know, because it makes it a little tad bit easier?
Right. I know for me, like I was on one program for about 22 years. It was this program called Sony Acid Pro 4.0, and then it went to like 7. And I rocked that all the way up until maybe a couple years ago. So like everything that I made, every accomplishment, everything that I've ever done was done on that one program, you know. And it came up to when I actually had to do like a big project and my computer crashed, and I'm like, you know what, I want to start over. And so I ended up, you know, started using other DAWs, Ableton and Logic and stuff like that. Now, as far as equipment wise, I try to keep it very limited because I just feel like if you have a lot of equipment, you can get lost in just the equipment as opposed to, like you said, Tico, you know, as far as like being able to learn what you already have. So I have a small portion of equipment, you know, and I kind of work off that, still use the same techniques that I used in the DAW that I was on for 21, 22 years, whatever, you know. And then it's just after that, it's just studying records. You know, I mean, Zoe tell you, I send him something sometimes 2-3 times a day, but it's something every week, you know, because I'm always in these records, because that's how you really learn, is just listening to what was here before. and you take that sound or that
Right.
influence, and then you put it into the terms of the way that you want to create or whatever like that. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, go ahead.
Right, but I mean, think about it. I mean, you think about the technology that they had back in the days. It was way less than we have now. So they
Absolutely.
had to go out and push and take it and push it to the whole nother limit. So like when you're doing your sounds, do you and are you looking for those what I'm saying? Everybody has that same like type of kick or snare, bop, 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 bop. Do you find that, what I'm saying? How do you find your inspiration of like, what I'm saying, music, or how do you find your vibe on that type shit?
Listening to old records. You got to go listen to the masters who did it before you. The thing that we always get beat up with is, we never hear any music like this anymore, and the music don't sound the same. And I'm like,
We might talk about grumpy ass
yeah,
old fans.
and I'm just like, the hell it don't, because we make it.
Right.
So
Right.
I usually try to listen to that stuff. I just got introduced. Well, I got introduced to plugins a long time ago, but I was always a hardware guy. And then when you get so much hardware that you can't expand anymore, I was like, okay, let me start getting plugins. So I start piling on plugins, because Nicolay's a big plugin guy. My man Wajid is also one, and my man Roddy Rod. So I'm big on, like, if I see some shit, like Tall Black will tell you, if I see some shit, I'll just grab it and grab it and grab it, because I'm like, we're not only making music to be released, we're making music for TV now, we're making music for scoring and things like that. So I need all the sounds that I can, that my hard drive can take,
Right.
to be able to be able to present this music.
That's
all right,
dope, man.
Suleiman. I see you, Suleiman. We're gonna hold you to that, bro. If we make it
Yeah.
up to Detroit, bro. You know what I'm
most
saying?
definitely, yo. That's dope, yo. You say
Suleiman,
Nicolay,
what up?
man. You say Nicolay, yo. Me and Rob, yo. Telling you, yo. We love.
Yeah, we got this
fucking,
interesting story about Nicolay, man. What show was that? We was
in Chapel Hill.
Was it
I don't-
KRS-One? We were at some
Yeah, it
show,
was,
man.
I think it was the KRS-One show. It was the Chapel Hill.
No. It was at the premiere joint. I thought
You know what? That's neither here nor there. We were at a show. We were at a local show here, and I'm sitting at the
I got
bar.
that shirt in yellow. Yep, I got that shirt.
You know what? You got it, Zo?
Yep.
Yo, I'm telling
I
you.
got that
Yo,
shirt.
I'm telling you, yo. I love this shit, yo.
So I'm sitting at the bar, and there, what was it called? It was the Scion sampler or something.
Right.
That was Primo.
Yeah.
That was the Primo show.
Oh, this must have been
Yeah,
like
the Scion, yeah, the-
04,
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah,
oh,
05.
Yes, Zo.
Scion.
Yes, it was
Scion
04.
hitting-
Yep.
they was
It came
hitting
with
hip-hop
it came with a
hard.
bag. It came with a
Yeah.
bag and
Yeah.
a CD. I was like,
Mhm.
yo,
Yeah.
yo,
It was
we
a stack
bought
of
that
CDs, and we
Yeah,
was
I
like,
still got a
CDs.
Scion hat from like 03,
Yeah.
04.
What?
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
me.
Yeah.
Yo, I still got that bag. Yo, I
No.
still got that bag and that
No.
CD. Yo.
I still got the T-shirt that I can't wear no more.
Oh, damn.
So,
you-
but it was
yeah,
a stack. It was a stack of those CD samplers there, and me and Chico grabbed like, what the fuck is it? And so we just grabbed it anyway. Ended up listening to it, and it was banging, and it had that was the first time I'd heard the song with Nicolay produced it. It was Darian Brockington and
right.
and Yazara, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name of the song.
I can't remember the name of the song right
But
now.
yeah, but ever since then, yeah, Nicolay has been one of those dudes, man.
Yeah. Now that's
he's
family,
an
man.
animal.
He and Tay.
Animal.
Yeah, he and Tay, man. Like, I feel like after collaborating with Tall Black, I always say that I felt like I caught lightning in a bottle twice with working with Fonte, working with Nick, and now working with Terrell. Like it's been blessed.
That's what's up.
So can we expect another project from you two?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Word,
Yes,
that is
Yeah,
what's up.
we got some things in the chamber.
And so you say you're
some
coming to
things
North
happening right
Carolina, and so you say you're coming to Raleigh when?
We're working on it. We're working on right now. We've got we haven't even announced it yet, but we've got Charlotte for October 14th. So we're trying to clear a
October
date for that
14th.
weekend for Raleigh or Durham.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Okay,
We'll be
great.
there.
Because I have a T-shirt that says Raleigh, not Charlotte, and I wear it when I go to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nah, we know this. It's 3 hours different. We know what it is.
And plus, I'm sick and tired of seeing your lineup and seeing DC Winery, Atlanta
Hey man,
Winery.
We
let me
need
tell you something.
we need one of those
We
places
need it.
here. Like,
Yeah, we
But
do.
see,
We
but,
do. We
but see,
do.
the thing
what is
is,
it called? City Winery or whatever?
yeah,
Yeah.
the thing is, people come after the artist, and it's like, yo, if we hitting up a venue and they not hitting us back,
Right.
y'all got to
True
come
that.
at them.
Mhm.
You got to get at the
True that.
venue about that.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause that's a
Yeah,
lot of
that
times.
ain't us.
That's a lot of times what it is. Like the venue, sometimes like they'll reach out, you give them the info, and then sometimes it
Boy.
just never
Sits.
happens.
Monique
Radio
told y'all.
silence.
Monique told y'all. Monique told y'all. She told
Oh
y'all.
Lord.
Monique told y'all.
Lord.
So Layman sending smoke
Radio
signals.
silence, bro.
Look at the comments.
That's
He's sending
what's
smoke
up.
signals.
Yeah, he is. Yes,
Yeah.
he is. That's
Yeah,
We
he
sending
is.
smoke
Yeah, he
signals too, bro. Yeah, we trying to be down.
Yeah,
We trying to
yeah,
be down,
yeah.
Suleiman.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Yeah.
Well,
Love it.
yeah. Well, look, gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for joining us on Straight to Tape. Ladies and gentlemen, their album, Abstractions. You can find it on all of your favorite podcasts. I'm sorry, all your favorite streaming platforms. Shut up, Rob. So make sure you go out, make sure you support. Guys, look, this is innovative and progressive R&B. Don't complain. Listen and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen,
Right.
Zoe, tall black guy, thank you. Thank you for joining us on
Both
Straight to
Thank
two
y'all.
incredibly
Thank y'all for having us,
dope
man.
artists on
Thank
their
you. Thank you.
own, and they got this collab. So yo, check them out individually and check this collab out. Abstractions, yo.
Yeah.
So
Thank
tall
Tall
you.
black
black
guy. I do sport producers t-shirts. Hint, hint. You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
you.
You want me to?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
So
put the store.
I
I'm gonna put
do I do promote shirts.
I'm gonna
Hint,
put the
hint.
store in the link. I'm
He
gonna put the
doesn't.
store in the joint.
He doesn't mind wearing a man on his shirt.
No, he
Right.
doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Right on,
Pause
y'all.
on that shit, damn it. I
Oh,
did.
shut up.
Whatever,
Yes.
bro.
But gentlemen, thank you for coming through the Straight to Tape.
Thank you. Thank you so
are
much.
Thank you so
welcome
much, man.
back
Thank you so
much.
much.
anytime.
We
Anytime.
appreciate y'all,
Thank you.
man.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to
No
it.
doubt.
Peace
All
out.
right.
All
Peace out.
right.
Yeah, we gotta have him
That was
back
fucking
again,
one
yo.
love.
Oh,
yo. That
most
was
definitely,
crazy
Mo.
as
Most
shit,
definitely.
yo.
That was incredible. That was incredible. And Key, glad you're here, baby.
Welcome back.
Tell us how it was, Key.
Yeah, how was the show?
It was good. My son, his rap name is Cardigan. He performed. Actually, funny story. My oldest one is moving out next week,
Uh-huh.
and he's
Yep.
moving to a house over by NC State. And his roommate is the proprietor of this. So he has a huge deck, a nice size deck, and a huge backyard. So he's trying to turn that into like an open mic venue that they do once a week. And so this was the first one, and my son performed his first time at this first one. And at first, him and his brother were just ad-libbing and being silly. But my son is dropping another album. What has it been? A couple of months. So he's dropping another album on July 1st, and he did a couple of songs from that. And then he did a couple of old favorites, and then he did a couple that he talks about some girl.
Oh,
And he cusses a little. It's good. I didn't cry, but I could have.
Good.
But I was trying to be a
Glad you
strong
didn't
mom.
cry. Glad you didn't cry.
There's no
Hip-hop
crying in this. There's
mom.
no crying in hip hop. Damn it.
Yes,
Right.
there. Yes, there is.
Only
Yes,
when
it is.
only when the
Cry.
MC pass. Only when an
Right.
MC passes. Only crying.
Mm-mm.
There's no crying.
I
in
cry
that.
all the time.
And Key, because you have blessed us, with your presence, I got to do this again.
Pregnant, and this year, the grinding remix drop. 20 years later, here we are at the show.
Woo.
20 years later.
It's like my phone started going off, and then Kamadi runs downstairs, Cardigan runs downstairs. It's like, yo! I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe that. We were just walking out, and the dude was like, hey, something I forgot the prompt he said, but I told the story because it's true. When my oldest son was in my belly, the grinding remix. My ex-husband was driving, he was right in back of me, and he was driving and rolling around on my belly, and now they love fucking Clips and Push T.
Where were you at? Where'd you live? At?
In Raleigh. We were in Raleigh.
Oh shit! They bumped
Okay.
my whole shit. Fuck that shit. Man.
Yeah.
Bumped my whole
Yeah.
shit.
Had a whole scenario.
There you
Man,
go.
Talking about
Yeah.
y'all was in
Your
Virginia
joke
when it
right away.
happened.
Took your joke right away. No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
buck my whole,
Yeah.
stern.
No, we didn't move to
Man.
Virginia Beach till a few years later. But no, they love it. We're going back when he comes to Raleigh, in October on the second leg of the tour
Where's it? Where's it going to be
at the Ritz.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But yeah, cool hip hop week.
Nice.
Look, ladies and gentlemen. Look, oh my God, another beautiful straight to tape show. Remember,
Who? Another great. Who?
Steak?
I
Are
said
you hungry?
Who?
Straight to
Who
steak.
show? Who
straight
show?
to tape. Straight to
Straight
tape.
to
Shut
steak.
up.
Oh.
Shut up. Shut up.
Don't
Like
you-
Elijah,
don't you-
he hitting he
don't-
hitting
don't
that
you-
Elijah
The back of the
Craig.
throat.
Don't you hate it when fucking don't you hate it when blood's in your alcohol? Don't you hate it?
Odell.
Oh,
Odell.
yeah.
Odell.
That sound like it get you fucked up.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
That sounds like
But
you
look,
give you the rock guts.
Yeah, like he's that motherfucker. He's supposed to be in front of a fire with a fucking damn deer head on the fucking front of the
Right,
fireplace
right.
and shit, drinking that
Hey,
shit.
I'm putting some extra toilet paper in the bathroom.
Oh,
Look-
boy.
Hey, Raj, he hitting that old elk, bro.
Hell yeah, that's that light skin shit. Who the fuck drinks
Oh.
that shit? The fuck? Oh,
With a
elk.
damn smoking
This shit
jacket
look-
in the
Look,
right,
it
the
ain't got no
fireplace
label.
throwing a
It
bear
ain't got
rug.
no. It ain't got no logo. It ain't got
That
no
shit look like
motherfucking
somebody.
damn.
I was getting ready to say,
Acme.
Tigo. I was just getting ready to say that shit look like somebody wrote it on the label with a
They
damn
just wrote it
Sharpie
on
and
it.
shit.
Exactly right. That shit
Y'all
just
ain't
crazy as hell.
Barry, you
That's-
can't drink it.
hold
Acme.
up,
Yo, hold
hold
it up again, Perry. Nah, hold up again, Perry. Hold it up again. Yeah. That
It look like
nigga,
somebody. It
yo,
look like somebody started off writing liquor on the side of the bottle.
yo, Rob,
Acme.
he drinking motherfucking damn social service motherfucking damn alcohol. You know how
Oh,
you know back in the days you used to get like you should say milk on that bitch.
Mhm.
Milk,
Cheese.
powdered milk, cheese,
Liquor.
And you see,
motherfucking liquor.
and you see,
milk.
see, we go through this all the time, and then 2 weeks later, one of y'all is going to be like, "Oh, yeah, you're right." Ladies and gentlemen,
Only if it's on sale. I'll
Yeah.
drink it as
Only
it's
if
on
it's on
sale.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Middle shelf or above. I don't drink the stuff on the bottom. Too.
this is
Not
yeah,
worth
this,
it.
this one was definitely above. So, but look, as
Gotta
always,
be.
oh,
Save
shut up.
money on fucking damn on printing. Nigga.
Look, damn it, Rob.
Yes, sir.
Yo, man, damn it. That's all I can say right now is damn it. But I need you to show some love to the comment section.
Yeah, man. Well, it's a lot of love, man. A lot of y'all popped in tonight, man, and showed some love. So we're gonna show some love back, man, and just shout y'all out, man. Starting with my man Jay Trey on the check-in. As always, the homie Daniel Allen. Scotty Rock in the building, Michelle Roberts, the homie Salema. Man, we're gonna hit you up, bro. We trying to be down with them shows, bro. We're gonna hit you up. My man Champ, Record Store Podcast in the building. My man, the homie Don Marshall. Tabitha, I see you, baby. My man Reg, that dude. Tanya T, what's up, mama? My man Raj, the big chief. Candy, we see you, girl, talking about, okay, I'm here now. In the comments, I saw that shit, girl. I started to be like, so, nigga,
Where the hell you been eating tacos?
where you been?
I mean, what?
You know what I'm saying? Gonna hold Taco Tuesday on the night that and then she gonna have the nerve to invite us and shit, knowing we can't come, just rubbing it in.
Exactly.
Just
You know
rubbing
what
this
I'm
shit. Anyway,
We got some
love the
tacos, and you can have none.
right. Erica Marie, what's up, my man? Deveron in the building. Joe Biggs, you know what I mean? Front porch discussions, family in the building.
Yeah.
Also, I see Carice in the check-in. What's up, girl? My man Barrett Downey, Julian O'Farrell, Mikkel Thompson. That's Roger's wife. That's my sis right there. Shauna Hayes and Aisha Casey in the reacts. And if you shared the stream, I think Nasai shared the stream for us. Thank you, baby. Really appreciate you. Appreciate everybody supporting the podcast, man. Sharing the stream, just dropping the heart at the reacts. I mean, wherever you watching, whatever platform you're watching on, and being active in the comments, it means a lot to us. So thank you for your support. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Yes, we do. Yes,
If
we
I
do.
missed you,
very
I didn't mean it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, as always, great episode of Straight to Tape. You know you can catch us on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Audio version of Straight to Tape is available on your favorite podcasting platforms. Make sure you're following us on our social media platforms. Make sure you're going by our channel, S2T Media. Niasha Fray.
Yes.
Yes. So
Oh, you were cooking them today too. I was listening when I was on my way home, and you cooked, girl. You cooked on
Yeah,
them.
girl. Yeah, girl.
Thank you. That's what I
Yes,
like
you
to
did.
do.
She
Yes,
smelled
you
like my
did.
mama
Mhm.
purse. She smelled like my mama purse.
That's all right now. That's
I
all
don't
Butterscotch
know
and
what
right.
the
hundred
fuck that means, yo.
butterscotch and
I'm
$100
guessing it's
bills.
something good.
Yeah,
Okay.
butterscotch and
Hey,
$100
I'll get
bills.
down with that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what's up.
Especially them $100 bills.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep,
Yes.
ladies and
Love
gentlemen,
you, mama.
she is a member of the S2T Media family. Make sure you're checking out her podcast, Questions
Yes.
You Didn't Ask. Okay? Make sure you're checking out our podcast. And you know something, Niasha, before we go, tell the folks, tell the S2 tiers out there who might not have, had a chance to check out your podcast, what Questions You Didn't Ask is about.
So, Questions You Didn't Ask is a whole podcast series on health equity issues. A lot of people is like, what is that? Is that money? It's about the fact that we should all be able to be healthy and be free, right? So, what I do is I talk about a lot of the health questions that most people don't ask. What is infertility like for people in the Black community? We don't usually talk about that. What's adoption and, foster care? What really goes on? We don't usually talk about that. So I explore a lot of these different topics. We've talked about reproductive justice, where the brother's at, and we're going to have a new series coming soon and a special edition coming soon. I don't want to give it away, but I'm just saying, just check me out. Questions You Didn't Ask. We're on all major, podcast platforms. I got a link tree, Niasha Fray. Hit me up.
No
Nice.
doubt.
I'm gonna talk on your show.
That's what's up. Let's go. What you want to talk about?
No.
I want to talk about. I want
Oh, hell no.
No, listen.
Okay.
I
My
want no,
producer
for
said I
real.
can't do
No,
it.
for real. I want to talk about like vasectomies on the table.
So yeah, make sure you check out her
Okay.
podcast, y'all. And doesn't she have a great voice? Doesn't she have a great speaking voice? Sounds so
Thank you
good.
so much.
Make sure you check
Incredible.
out her podcast. Man.
Incredible.
She's
Incredible.
dope.
It's it's an incredible podcast. It's a passion project. Okay. I mean, just with me, with me, and and of course the best showrunner in
He's still
podcasting, Felicia herself. Yes, this is a passion project, okay? And
Yeah,
we love
most
working
definitely.
with Niasha, and we're going to keep this podcast growing and growing. Is he still talking?
He's still talking. He's still talking.
I heard that Mattel has a Barbie right now due to the Supreme Court justice ruling that Mattel has a Barbie doll right now, and it's called Entrepreneur Barbie, and she comes with a cell phone and a LinkedIn account and a tablet, and she still makes like 30% less than Entrepreneur Ken. So it's like
Ladies
that.
and gentlemen,
Yeah.
I'm
Hit
Rob.
the button, Perry.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
Hit a button.
hold, wait. Before we go, make sure you check out the family over at Front Porch Discussions, Thursdays, 6:15 Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live. And make sure you're watching this week's episode. Okay.
Yes.
Please watch it.
It's another, another. It's another in their series, as it relates
On
to
grief.
as it
The
relates
grief
to
series,
grief.
yeah.
Okay? So make sure you are watching that. Okay. Of course, shouts out to Bishop Omega and Intelligently Ratchet. I don't know what the schedule is tomorrow, bro. Let me know. But either way, it's usually Wednesdays,
8
p.m.
o'clock?
Eastern Standard. Usually 8 o'clock. It's 8-ish. Okay.
8-ish.
But yeah. But make sure you check. Make sure you're checking the family out. And look, and for my wrestling fans on Saturday
Jay
night,
Cook, what's up, homie? I see you.
make sure you're checking out the Saturday Night WrestleManiac podcast because I forgot to shout him out last week. I apologize.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Sideline
Yeah.
junkies in the building. My man Jay Burke.
Yeah, exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, oh, you know something? I almost forgot. There was one other thing that I forgot to tell y'all.
What's that?
Look, we out of this bitch next week, okay? So we will be back on the air July 12th. July 12th, okay? We're taking a little vacation, a little one, little 1 week hiatus. Shut up, Tigo. Taking a little 1 week hiatus. And we'll be back on July 12th.
Shit, like I got a damn job. And then
Heather Smith, I see you. What's up, baby? We see you. Thanks for checking in.
Exhausting. My finger is exhausted today.
Pause.
You've only been, yeah, exactly. You've only been on the show for like half the show, and you've already exhausted
trying
your
to do the best I can do to be the
you've
best
already exhausted
I can
your
be. And lo and behold, don't nobody tell me nothing. I've been on this motherfucker all by myself on Tuesday, all by myself.
You don't read. You don't read.
Huh?
We had
D.
a whole
McDougal, we see you, mama.
conversation.
What's up,
We
D?
had a whole conversation about being off for 2 weeks, and then we couldn't be off for 2 weeks. So now it's just 1 week. Scroll back up, nigga. Scroll up.
Hey, thank you.
Indy James, what's up? We see you.
What's up, Indy? Thank you for that. Thank you for that, love.
Hello, sister.
Okay.
Hurting my damn feelings. I got my look, man.
Thank you. I didn't do it. It wasn't me this time.
It wasn't me.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Me. It wasn't me.
Oh, that
Right.
That was
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
hit a button, Perry. I'm tired.
Okay, well, look, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you. Thank you for joining us here on Straight to Tape for the health equity specialist, Niasha Fray.
What you want me to say? You just
be like,
just say bye.
Just say bye.
Oh,
this is the part where you just say bye.
Bye, y'all.
Okay.
Peace.
You did kind of set her up, P. Yo.
Yeah, I know. But I'm happy she's here. I'm happy she's here and happy she's joined us.
Happy too, y'all. It's been fun.
And you got to come back. Social media assassin, Rob, the actual.
We out. Bang bang. We out.
Bang bang. He says.
Okay. Of course, the star herself,
I'm famous, bitches. I'm famous.
Mom. Get that wave. Exactly.
I'm put that on the shirt. I'm famous.
If she happens to not speak to you at London Bridge Sunday, don't take it personal.
Take that shit personal because you're not worthy. Damn it!
Right,
take it personal because you're not worthy.
London Bridge Sunday, she just walks by and
level the fuck up.
Level
I think I'm gonna stop at Party City and get me a crown on Sunday.
Level the fuck up. Level the fuck up. I gotta level up by this week. I
am so grateful and so thankful. It was a great surprise. And pretty dope for my kids too. It's always like, even today, I'm so happy that they let me be in their space. Could you imagine your mom and dad coming to your house?
Yeah.
Your house when you were in college and watching all your friends perform and stuff. I was happy that they allowed me in their space, and happy I got to see my baby perform for the first time, and happy that our family's in the Pusha T promo video for the Charlotte show.
Yes,
y'all next week.
That's right.
Let's see what else I can do by next week.
As we say it, hip hop moms does hip hop things.
I do.
All day, every day.
And if we better not see that on a t-shirt unless we're the ones putting the t-shirt out. Thank you. Bling.
I gotta press, nigga.
All right. And of course, the Tico the guy.
Yo, you know what? I saw a Prius with a Autobot sticker on it. Had me thinking like Optimus Prime. You got something you want to say? I mean, you know. I'm just saying.
Mm-mm.
Thank you.
Oh well.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your man C. Perry II. And yeah, look, especially after last week, I say let's get active. You know, I always like to end the show with let's get active. And now I mean that shit
Like,
more
for
than
real.
ever.
Yeah,
For
most
real.
definitely.
Okay, let's get active.
Let's get
Go
that.
buy all the
Candace,
Plan Bs. Buy all them bitches.
Yes, don't
Give 'em
talk
to
about it,
people who
be
need 'em.
about it.
Candace, I love your tacos.
You know what? Damn it, we out.